Another boring day, here we go again. System check-in successful at Zizu Peak. Congratulations to the host for receiving 3,000 years of cultivation and activating the critical hit trial. Congratulations to the host for receiving an additional 9-turn golden pill. 3,000 years of cultivation? Better than nothing, I suppose. A 9-turn golden pill? I've always just used these as fish food. The carp in the pond are practically turning into dragons by now. It's been 10 years. Checking in for 10 whole years. I hit the peak of the Great Emperor realm ages ago. I'm sick of looking at all this junk. Damn it, if I wasn't going to transmigrate into a fantasy world, fine. But why does it feel like I'm about to kick the bucket right after arriving? Alas, the life force is fading away, yet a faint sliver of soul remains. Very well, our meeting must be fate. Are you a celestial being? I am Zuzu. Child, are you willing to follow me and cultivate? Master Yuan Chen's song has ended and the time has come to find my own path. From this day forward, you are the new master of Zizu Peak. Master, where are you going? You've only had me as your disciple for half a month. I am going where I need to be. Always remember to keep your mind steady if you wish to reach the ultimate truth. Did this temporary master of mine actually just leave? What am I supposed to do now? The world of cultivation is terrifyingly dangerous. How is a small fry like me supposed to survive? Host status confirmed. The check-in system is officially activated. Your first check-in grants a god-tier reward. Would you like to proceed with the check-in? As my guide to everything, it is time for my daily check-in. Congratulations, host, on your first check-in. You have received the peerless Hongmeng Divine Physique. For 10 years, I have checked in every single day. My cultivation techniques and divine weapons have piled up like a mountain. Thanks to this Hongmeng Divine Physique, I broke through to the Great Emperor realm without hitting a single bottleneck. However, this world is deeper than it seems. So what if I am a Great Emperor? Laying low and developing in the shadows is the only path to true supremacy. Let's keep checking in. Until I am absolutely invincible, I am not stepping off this mountain. The disciple recruitment ceremony, huh? Things are about to get rowdy again. Junior Li Xuanfeng pays his respects to Uncle Master. What brings you all the way here? Didn't the sect master tell you to maintain order at the recruitment ceremony? My master specifically ordered me to come here and invite you to attend the ceremony this time. He said that Zizu Peak has been deserted for far too long, and he hopes you can bring some life back to this mountain. Come inside the main hall, let's talk. The concentration of spiritual energy here is terrifying. It's 10 times denser than the sect master's own Qingjin Peak. My bottleneck at the middle stage of the condensing core realm is actually starting to waver. Uncle Master, you are the pride of our sect. We look forward to your future disciples. Enough, don't talk about that. I have only been in this sect for 10 years and my cultivation is still shallow. I am merely at the condensing core realm, after all. I barely understand my own path, so how could I possibly have the skill to mentor others? If I were to go, I would only end up embarrassing the sect. A mere condensing core realm? Impossible. The spiritual energy on this peak is certainly not something a low-level cultivator could possess. Uncle Master must have broken through long ago. He is simply too humble to show off. He must have already touched the threshold of the Purple Mansion realm. You are joking, Uncle Master. Your incredible talent is a shining example for us juniors. But never mind, let's talk about something else. How has the sect master been lately? And what about senior brother Sheng at Qingyou Peak or senior sister Lu at Tianquan Peak? Have they made any progress in their cultivation? This disciple is not aware, Uncle. If I hadn't buried those supreme-grade spirit veins I got from my check-ins deep beneath the ground of Zizu Peak, how could the spiritual energy here possibly be this rich? The sect master and the others, they find excuses to come here every few days to practice sword techniques and watch over me while I drink soup, but they are really just here to leech off my spiritual energy. I'm sure every one of them has already broken through to a higher level in secret. Here, take this, Uncle Master. These are some small trinkets my master left behind. I think they're called, what were they again? Heart-cleansing lotus seeds. They help calm the mind and soothe the spirit. I can see that your mind is restless and uneasy, so take this and brew it into a tea. According to ancient records, the Qingqing heart lotus seed is a supreme treasure that helps one overcome inner demons and reach enlightenment. Uncle, this is far too precious. I absolutely cannot accept such a gift. I personally treat this stuff like nothing more than a casual snack. Alright, enough of that. Just a few days ago, the sect master and those old geezers took a saint's decree and a fragment of an emperor's scripture from me. I even used a divine elixir to prolong the life of our old ancestor who was in death seclusion. And yet, I still have to pretend to be a dying old man just to fool people. So, giving a bit of a benefit to a junior like you is basically keeping it in the family. No need to let it go to outsiders. Here, the treasures my master left behind are countless. Keeping them for myself is meaningless anyway. If I tell you to take it, then take it. If you refuse again, you're looking down on my master's legacy. Many thanks for your great kindness, uncle. Xuanfeng will never forget this favor for the rest of his life. That old fox sent Xuanfeng here under the guise of inviting me to take on a disciple, didn't he? In reality, he just wants to use the spiritual energy of my purple bamboo peak to break through, right? Fine, whatever, I'll go. Will that satisfy you? But let me make it clear. I'm only going to watch for fun. Whether or not I actually take a disciple depends entirely on my mood. As long as you are willing to go, uncle, that is all that matters. Who is this senior brother? Which peak is he the head disciple of? I have never seen such a presence in all my time here. Which senior brother are you talking about? I heard people say that he is the peak master of the purple bamboo peak. Peak master Gu Chengge? But I heard his cultivation is only at the condensing pill stage. How could someone like that be a peak master? Who knows? Word is that the previous peak master of the purple bamboo peak was his own master. Because the purple bamboo Taoist had done such a great service for the sect master made an Greetings, esteemed uncles and masters, I hope you have all been well. Chang'e, you lazy manager, you finally decided to step outside after neglecting your duties for so long? In years past, we couldn't even get you to show up if we sent a carriage carried by 8 men. What's brought you out today, of all days? Staying up on the mountain all the time gets boring eventually. So, I thought I'd come down and see what the excitement is all about. Don't be foolish, Chang'e. As the master of a peak, you should be thinking about the legacy of Zizhu Peak. The lineage of the Zizhu Taoist has always been strictly maintained. Surely you don't intend to let it die out in your generation? You must choose a disciple capable of bringing glory back to Zizhu Peak. System event detected Grand Hall recruitment. Activating real-time mission Zizhu succession. Requirement. Within this Grand Hall, the host must recruit a disciple. The candidate must possess natural talent of at least Saint grade. Complete the mission within 12 hours to receive your reward. The mission has finally arrived, but what is this undetermined starting reward? System, are you trying to play some kind of blind box game with me? Supplement. Completing the mission will grant the divine eye of truth, allowing you to see through all illusions and perceive the true nature of all things. This is a high-level mission with generous base rewards. The host is encouraged to actively pursue the divine eye of truth. That actually sounds pretty good. Alright, I accept the mission. Uncle Zhenyu is absolutely right, but when it comes to taking on a disciple, one must prioritize fate. It cannot be rushed. I will look around, and if I see someone who catches my eye, I will naturally take them in. Divine Eye of Truth temporarily activated. Talent grade synchronized, ranging from low to high, mortal spirit, heaven, king, saint, and emperor. If the host completes the mission, the Divine Eye of Truth will become permanent. Talent, emperor grade. It seems finding a disciple who meets the system's requirements won't be as easy as I thought. Wait, no, this is Emperor grade? That's even higher than the Saint grade requirement the system set for the mission. System, what is this defective constitution about? Scanning complete. The target was afflicted with a life-bound ancient poison while still in the womb. Her innate origin has been damaged, suppressing her god of war physique. Is there any way to wake it up? You must find the innate spirit grass to purge the poison from her system. Then use the 9-cycle golden elixir to reconstruct her foundation and restore her original god of war physique. Born into the general's estate, he was framed and cast out at a young age, while his father, a decorated war hero, was falsely accused of treason by the royal family. His family was shattered, leaving the young child all alone, forced to struggle through the deepest mud and filth to survive. He traveled everywhere to seek a master, but because of his ordinary talent, he was rejected time and time again. For you, the Thonhuan sect is the last shred of hope, and your will is truly as unyielding as ancient glacier ice. Compared to those smooth-sailing elites who are arrogant and look down upon the world with contempt, someone like you, crawling up from the mud, understands far better how to seize that glimmer of light. Very well. My purple bamboo peak could use a bit more life. What is your name? Disciple Xiao Ruobai. Very good. From today on, you are the direct disciple of Purple Bamboo Peak, and my only disciple at that. Peak Master, you absolutely cannot do this. This girl, she was tested on the Spirit Stone, and yet she only possessed low-grade ordinary talent. She barely meets the standards for an outer sect disciple, so how could she possibly become your direct disciple? Has he lost his mind? He passes over senior brother Zhao Long, who has royal tier talent, just to pick some trash with ordinary talent. What kind of luck did that girl stumble upon? Nephew Chang'e, don't be reckless. Taking on a disciple is a monumental task that concerns the legacy of our Taoist traditions. And look at Shen Jinghong over there. He has high-grade heavenly talent for the sword, which is far more suitable for our lineage of sword cultivators. That's right, Chang'e. If you don't want the trouble of teaching someone, you might as well choose someone less troublesome. With such ordinary talent, I fear she'll struggle even to channel spirit energy into her body. Chang'e, if you truly like this child, why not take her as a registered disciple first? Once she proves herself in the future, it won't be too late to promote her to a direct disciple. Since when has my purple bamboo peak ever had to look at someone else's face to decide who to take in? If I say she is qualified, then she is qualified. You have heard what they said. Are you still willing to take me as your master? This disciple is willing. Disciple Xiao Ruobai pays respects to master. For this chance at a new life, this disciple will never waver, even if it means death. The limited time mission regarding the purple bamboo is now complete. Congratulations, host, on receiving the mission rewards. The Eye of Truth is now permanently unlocked. 100 strands of primordial purple chi, a pool of innate spirit water, and the great Emperor-grade martial manual, the War God Scripture. Stand up. From this day forward, you have me to back you up, and no one under these heavens will ever dare to bully you again. Master, respected elders, please allow me to take this child with me. Gu Chang'e never does anything without a reason. He chose this disciple with profound intentions, which makes me even more curious. The look in that child's eyes is nothing like that of a common mortal. Perhaps Chang'e has truly discovered a hidden treasure today. I thought my life was hopeless, that I was destined to rot in the mud forever. It was you, Master, who pulled me out of this bottomless abyss. Xiao Rubai will never forget your kindness for as long as I live. From this day forward, I will no longer be a piece of trash for others to trample upon. I will become strong, and I will never let you down, Master. Is this really Purple Bamboo Peak? From now on, this will be your home. Starting today, you are the first disciple of my Purple Bamboo Peak. I will remember your teachings, Master. First, our Purple Bamboo Peak does not go out of its way to look for trouble, but we are never afraid of it. If anyone dares to bully you, just fight back. I understand, Master. If you want revenge, remember this. Don't start a fight unless you're prepared, and if you do, finish it completely. Pull out the weeds by the root so no future disasters can sprout. Second, as long as you lack the power to protect yourself, try to stay away from anyone named Yi Xiao or Su. These people are born with an aura that attracts nothing but trouble. To be involved with them is to be constantly hunted or constantly facing disaster. They are either being hunted or are on the road to being hunted. I don't want to spend my days cleaning up your messes, but Master, I also carry the surname Xiao. You are different, you are my disciple, and you have me to shield you. That's not quite. With his talent crippled and a chance encounter with a master, he also happens to hide the physique of a god of war. Isn't this the textbook mold for a typical zero-to-hero protagonist? This kid is definitely going to attract a ton of trouble. Forget it. After all, I am already invincible in this world. Whatever comes my way, I'll deal with it when the time comes. The third rule is the most important one. You must etch this into your very bones. No matter how high your cultivation level becomes in the future, you must always know how to hide your true strength. In front of others, never reveal more than 30% of your real power. Remember, the tallest tree in the forest is the first to be broken by the wind. Only those who know how to lay low can survive for long. This kid has just started cultivating and his physique is too weak. If I give him a peach of immortality directly, I fear he will explode and die on the spot. I should start by using this second-rank spirit fruit to test the waters. This is a welcoming gift. Eat it, it will benefit your foundation establishment. Master will tell you a secret, but you must absolutely never speak of it to outsiders. Rest assured, Master, actually, my real strength is not the early stage of the core condensation realm as the rumors claim. What? Could it be, Master? Is Master actually at the middle stage of the core condensation realm? Actually, Master is at the middle stage of the core condensation realm. Little Black, it seems you've been living a little too comfortably lately. Feeling a bit itchy, are you? Why don't I help you pluck out some of those feathers? Maybe it's time for a new look. I never expected Master to keep a spirit bird. It looks quite intelligent. Ruobai, my Zizhu Peak has always been just me, and I've grown accustomed to the solitude. As for your living quarters, just go cut some bamboo and build yourself a hut over there. Consider it a test of your manual skills. How annoying. I got carried away and took on a disciple, but forgot to prepare a place for him to stay. I have no choice but to bluff my way through this. Understood, Master. Ruobai, go and get familiar with the environment on the mountain peak for now. Come find me at the hour of the rabbit tomorrow, and I will officially begin teaching you the methods of cultivation. Sinming disciple. I intended to prepare breakfast for Master, but in the end, I ruined everything. You woke up this early? You've even finished building the house. Not bad at all, my disciple. I originally planned to head to the back mountain to gather wild rice for porridge, but I lost my focus for a moment and it all ended up burnt. It's alright, those who walk the path of cultivation shouldn't fret over minor details. Alright, I know it's hard to swallow, no one is forcing you to eat it. It seems I will have to take matters into my own hands for this breakfast. This is the meat of a snow region spirit deer, eat up. I never expected Master to be so skilled at the mortal art of roasting food. No, this technique of controlling the flames, and this masterful blend of spices are clearly beyond the methods of ordinary people. Just the aroma alone is 100 times more enticing than any delicacy I have ever tasted. Give it a try. It's so delicious, Master. This dish is absolutely extraordinary. If you like it, have some more. Eat as much as you want. Perhaps following Master truly will allow me to live a completely different life. This zoo peak is my new beginning, and having one more disciple doesn't seem so bad after all. I'm stuffed. Many thanks to Master for the feast. Now that you've had your fill, it's time to get down to business. Follow me, for today I will help you rebuild your foundation and impart upon you the supreme cultivation technique. Suruobai, do you even realize? You are not just an ordinary mortal. You must be joking, Master. Ever since I was young, my body has been weak, and my spiritual roots are merely the lowest grade of the mortal realm, making even the simple act of guiding energy into my body incredibly difficult. How could that be? Those low-grade mortal roots are nothing more than the world's ignorance masking your true essence. You possess the battle god physique, 1 in 10,000. The battle god physique, born solely for the sake of combat. Once you reach the great achievement, your body will have the power to shake gods and demons, and a single punch will be enough to shatter the very stars. The reason you are so weak is not because of poor talent, but because you were sabotaged by someone. Years ago, when your mother was pregnant, she was secretly poisoned with a life-bound goo toxin. That toxin erupted the day you were born, invading the root of your god of war physique and sealing your meridians. If the origin of your god of war physique hadn't been strong enough to leave a sliver of your heartbeat, you would have surely perished long ago. So all those years of being sickly and frail, it was all because of this. This is the innate spirit seed. It can nourish your roots and drive away the cold energy. Starting today, for 3 consecutive days, I will spend 1 hour each day using it to force the goo toxin out of your body. This process will be excruciating, like 10,000 ants gnawing at your heart and soul, like fire burning your very flesh. Do you dare to try it? Disciple is not afraid. No matter how painful it is, I am willing to endure it. Please, Master, grant me this chance. Master, this power, your foundation is now stable, and this is your true path. This is an emperor-level technique. Legend has it that only those who reach the great emperor realm can create such a supreme cultivation method. Master is actually handing this over to me so easily. Master, this is far too precious. Disciple cannot accept this. No matter how good a technique is, if it's left on the shelf, it's just a piece of trash. Take it and cultivate it. Don't let your god of war physique go to waste. Master has given me a new lease on life. Xiao Ruobai will never forget this kindness throughout all my lifetimes, and I will never let down your great expectations. When the stone-shattering fist reaches perfection, a single punch can cleave mountains and shatter rocks. The god of war domain can actually create a small world of its own, suppressing all enemies caught within its reach. This truly is the perfect method for me to exact my revenge. Lin Hao, Liu Qingxue, you had better be ready. The humiliations that I, Xiao Ruobai, have endured will be returned to you 100-fold. The 9th level of body refining. I actually broke through to the 9th level in just one night. Such overwhelming power, is this the true might of the god of war physique? Master, your disciple has not failed your expectations. I have reached the 9th level of Master, this disciple wishes to attempt a breakthrough to the foundation establishment stage immediately, so that I may gain greater power and shoulder your burdens sooner. Haste makes waste. Your war god physique has been forged, but it is still like a piece of raw jade. You must refine and polish it before you can attempt such a breakthrough. It may seem like you are making rapid progress, but in reality, you will leave irreparable cracks in your foundational path. My foundation? Does it still harbor hidden dangers? From this moment on, your goal is not to break through, but to relentlessly temper your body within the body tempering realm. Use your battle energy to hone every inch of your sinews and bones and refine every drop of your blood to its absolute limit. Only when your physical body is as indestructible as a magical artifact should you even consider foundation establishment. This disciple understands. I was truly short-sighted, and I thank you, Master, for your guidance. Failing to restrain oneself is the path that leads to disaster. Take this cultivation technique and study it diligently. This manual will allow you to condense your aura, hide your true cultivation level, and even simulate the physical characteristics of a different physique. Remember this. Never reveal your war god physique to others. They've arrived quite quickly. Master, circulate this technique immediately and suppress your cultivation back to the first level of body tempering, adjusting your aura to its weakest possible state. Remember, from now on you are merely an ordinary disciple with a weak constitution whom I luckily saved from death. Do you understand? Junior brother Chang'e, we heard that your Zhu Peak finally has a successor, so we came specifically to offer our congratulations. That is right, for you to take on a disciple is a once-in-a-century joyous event for our Xuanyang sect. Junior brother Chang'e, please accept these meager gifts as an introductory offering for your little disciple. Is this the young disciple? It seems that this child's physique is a bit frail. As long as the child is alive, that is all that matters. Rubai, hurry and thank your senior uncles. I am the disciple Xiao Rubai. Thank you, sect master, and thank you, senior uncles, for your generous gifts. Very well, practicing under your master is surely this child's good fortune. Here are a few bottles of medicinal pills to help consolidate your foundation. Brother, please accept them and take good care of your health. Thank you, senior uncle. So that is how it is. My master is worried that if I reveal my war god physique, it will only invite unwanted attention and murderous intent. Not only did he pass down an emperor-grade cultivation technique to me, but he also prepared a secret method to conceal my trump cards, and even went so far as to play along with my charade. The fact that my master cares for me so meticulously, what have I, Xiao Rubai, done to deserve this? Sect leader, were there any outstanding talents discovered during this recruitment drive? Brother Chang'e, you may not know this, but the heavens have truly blessed our sect. We have recruited 3 disciples with heaven-grade low-tier aptitude. Furthermore, there are a few others with spirit-grade high-tier aptitude, all of whom are promising talents worth cultivating. In the next 100 years, our Qingshuan sect will surely be filled with talented individuals. Prosperity is well within our reach. How interesting. This Qingshuan sect is hiding quite a lot, aren't they? On the surface, Xuanyangzi is at the peak of the king realm, but in reality he has long reached the half-step cave heaven realm. The Pill Peak Master claims to be at the purple mansion realm, but in truth he is already at the mid-stage of the king realm. A pack of crafty old foxes. Junior brother Chang, the sect grand competition is in 6 months. Why not let Rubai participate? It would be a great chance for him to interact with his fellow disciples, and it would benefit his cultivation. But first, let's see if he can even manage to channel qi into his body by then. He must first step through the threshold of cultivation. Understood. What you say is wise, Chang'e. We won't disturb you any further. We take our leave. You heard it all, didn't you? I heard everything about the sect grand competition, Master. This disciple will definitely not cause you to lose face. Empty words are useless. Use your strength to prove that your foundation is solid. There is no need to suppress yourself any longer. Yes, Master. I have broken through to the foundation establishment realm. It is barely acceptable. Your foundation is sturdy, your aura is stable, and there is no sense of instability. Continue to hone your skills and do not let arrogance take hold. Yes, this disciple understands. Where is this place? The spiritual energy here is incredibly dense. Disciple Shen Jinghong, acting under the sect leader's orders, has brought this month's standard medicinal pills for Elder Chang'e. Please place them there. Elder Chang'e, this disciple has the courage to ask you a question. I, Shen Jinghong, possess heaven-grade low-tier talent and consider my swordsmanship to be far from ordinary. I want to know why you rejected me at the recruitment assembly, yet chose that person instead. Oh, so you wish to know the reason? It is quite simple. The reason is very straightforward. My cultivation base is too low and I feared I would only hold you back. What? I have been in this sect for 10 years and even now I am only at the early stage of the condensation realm. As for this purple bamboo peak, I only managed to inherit it by pure chance after my master passed away. You possess heaven-grade talent and boundless potential. Wouldn't joining my tutelage be like burying a precious gem in the dust? The early stage of the condensation realm? How could that be? How could someone at the early stage of the condensation realm possibly hold on to Purple Bamboo Peak, a place with spiritual energy so dense it rivals a blessed land of the heavens? Master is clearly at the middle stage of the condensation realm. Why would he intentionally claim to be at the early stage? Is it to conceal his true strength? Does he wish to avoid attracting too much attention? As for her, her talent is mediocre, and originally no one even bothered to look at her. Following a piece of trash like me, however, turned out to be just the right fit. I was reckless, Master. The elixirs have been delivered, and I shall take my leave now. So Master is even hiding his true cultivation level. Master is actually a powerhouse at the middle stage of the condensation realm. Master truly treats me differently from the others. Master, you are so incredibly thoughtful to avoid causing a stir, but Master, stop standing there and letting your imagination run wild. My secrets are not things for you to pry into. If you have that much free time, spend it focusing on stabilizing your foundation establishment realm. Yes, Master, I will go train immediately. Oh, so junior brother Changji still has such a cold personality? Sect leader Elder Changji is indeed like that. It is just that there is one thing this disciple does not understand. Speak Elder Chang claims to only be at the early stage of the condensation realm, yet at Purple Bamboo Peak where he resides, the spiritual— how could someone like you possibly keep a treasure of that caliber? The early stage of the core condensation realm, you say? Junior brother Changge still enjoys keeping a low profile as always. The sect master's meaning is that there are things you still don't understand. Changge's master was none other than the previous owner of Ziju Peak, the Taoist master Zizu. Years ago, when our sect faced a great catastrophe, it was Taoist Zizu who risked his life to protect our foundation. He holds an immense debt of gratitude from our entire sect. Junior brother Changji is his only successor and disciple. At Zizu Peak, no one dares to challenge anything he does. As for that sudden surge in spiritual energy, it must be a secret method left behind by Taoist Zhu for his beloved disciple. And regarding his cultivation level, he is absolutely not just at the core condensation realm. I suspect he reached the threshold of the spirit-severing realm long ago. It is simply his indifferent nature that keeps him from showing off, so he intentionally conceals it. The treasures left behind by Taoist Zhu have likely been refined by him as well. So that is how it is. Jing Hong, you possess the naturally gifted Jing Hong sword physique? Let today's event serve as a reminder to you. The tallest tree in the forest will always be the first to be struck by the wind. You must learn to hide your talents and never be overly ostentatious. This disciple understands. Thank you for your guidance, Sect Master. While the spiritual energy at Ziju Peak is incredibly abundant, from now on, you should visit more often. It will be of great benefit to your cultivation. Yes, and you little black one, if you dare to be lazy again and peck at your senior brother's spirit stones, I will boil you into a soup to nourish Ruobai's body. Master, don't lose focus. The sect's martial arts tournament is coming up soon, so please don't embarrass me when the time comes. Yes, Master, this disciple will certainly not let you down. Jing Hong, you met junior brother Changji today, didn't you? What are your thoughts? Reporting to Master, this disciple has deeply realized the truth that there is always a higher mountain and a more capable person. Elder Changji's cultivation is unfathomable, yet he is willing to live as an ordinary man. I truly admire him. Haha, junior brother Chang Gay, huh? His personality is exactly the same as his master. Both love to act the fool to catch the tiger, but in these times, knowing how to hide one's true self is the only way to survive for a long time. My disciple, I have always claimed to be at the middle stage of the Dongdian realm. What do you think about that? Master, your aura is clearly at the late stage of the Dongshin realm. You have even touched the threshold beyond that. Ah, that is enough. If I spoil the surprise, there is no fun left in it. In this day and age, who doesn't keep a few trump cards hidden up their sleeves? Truly impressive. Elder Cheng is a cunning fox, but I never expected my own master to be one as well. Everyone here is better at acting than the last. Just how many monsters is this Qingjuan sect hiding anyway? This disciple understands. Master, there is something I would like to ask of you. Speak your mind. This disciple also wishes to learn how to keep a low profile. Please, Master, grant me a technique that can conceal my aura, one that can hide my true cultivation level. A lesson well learned. You possess the Jinhong sword physique, and your presence is far too sharp. You truly do need a concealment method. This is the Qingxuan Aura Concealment Art, a secret manual that is never leaked outside of our Qingxuan sect. Take it and practice it well. Once you reach the peak of this art, unless your opponent's cultivation is vastly superior to your own, no one will be able to see through your true strength. Thank you, Master. This is perfect. Once I master this technique, I will be able to play the fool to catch the tiger, and everyone will be left absolutely stunned. Goodness, that pressure is incredibly intense. Quickly inform the sect master. A powerful enemy is invading. How dare a mere Tianren realm cultivator act so arrogantly here? Where did these clowns come from? Senior brother Xuanyang, what has happened? The people from the Fantian Palace have arrived. What an ostentatious formation they have. Fantian Palace? Why are they here? What else could they possibly be here for? After losing face at Haifeng Ridge a few days ago, they are clearly bringing their juniors here to regain their lost dignity. They are simply trying to show off their so-called genius disciples to us. It is nothing more than a desperate attempt to save face before the sect tournament begins. A bunch of short-sighted cowards. But a guest is a guest, and we cannot afford to be rude. Let's go. Follow me to meet this Palace Master Lai. Palace Master Lai, please forgive us for not providing a proper reception for your grand arrival. Sect Master Xuanyang, you are too polite, but I am here today for only one reason. Oh, and what might that be, Palace Master Lai? Nothing major, I am just here to inform your sect of a change. Usually the 7 Sects tournament is hosted by the previous winner, which would be your Qingxuan sect. But the rules have changed this year. This tournament will be held at my Fantian Palace, so I hope Sect Master Xuanyang prepares accordingly. Do try not to show up unable to field even a single decent disciple. Sect Master Yang, do not blame me for being blunt, but looking at your disciples, they truly are rather mediocre and lack anything noteworthy. Come here, Lin Lai, and let Sect Master Xuanyang admire the demeanor of the chief disciple of my Fantian Palace. And this is my closed-door disciple, already at the peak of the 9th stage of body tempering at only 16 years old, with heaven-grade mid-tier talent. I wonder if your sect has any such outstanding talents? Master, why bother talking so much to him? They claim that Li Xuanfeng, the chief disciple of Qingxuan sect, is a once-in-a-century genius, so why not invite him out for a spar so I can broaden my horizons? I want to see exactly how much weight this so-called genius actually carries. These people are really going too far with their arrogance. Well, or should I say that the chief disciple of your Qingxuan sect only knows how to hide like a turtle, staying in seclusion and refusing to come out? Yin Xiandi spoke, you joke. Our disciple Xuanfeng is indeed in the middle of a critical breakthrough in his cultivation, so it is inconvenient for him to receive guests. Our disciples at Qingxuan sect have always practiced with humility. Unlike your Fantian Palace, which loves nothing more than to show off. Palace Master, please return. The tournament 1 year from now will determine who stands above the rest on the arena, and when the time comes, one fight will be enough to... The Sect Master of Xuanyang is truly imposing. Let us hope you can remain this calm when the time comes. Let us go. Even walking is a struggle for a piece of trash like that. Sect Master, they have bullied us right at our own doorstep. Why must we continue to endure this? Sect Master, your disciples do not understand. Since when has our Xuan sect been forced to suffer such humiliation? Humiliation? Do you all consider this to be humiliation? The Fentian Palace came here under the guise of an announcement, but in reality, they are here to probe our strength. Showing off like that is a deliberate provocation, meant to force our hands so they can gauge our true power, and more importantly, it is meant to crush our fighting spirit. If you had acted on impulse today, victory or defeat would both result in you falling right into their trap. True strength is not found in satisfying a momentary urge, but in transforming today's humiliation into the motivation for your cultivation. From this day forward, all disciples shall train twice as hard. 1 year from now, at the 7 Sects tournament, I want you all to use your absolute strength to repay the insults they brought upon our sect today 100 times over, not only for the glory of our sect, but for your own dignity as well. Is that clear? It is clear, Master. Master, I believe that Qingxuan sect is strong on the outside but weak on the inside. They did not even have the guts to send a single person out to face us. That is right. That Li Xuanfeng is most likely terrified of senior brother Lin, which is why he is hiding and refusing to show his face. They are nothing more than a declining sect. This tournament will be the beginning of the end as Fentian Palace completely replaces them. Fentian Palace is certainly acting quite arrogant. Which coward is hiding in the shadows? Get out here and let me teach you lot how to behave like human beings. Are you looking to die? Why did you ambush us? To deal with the likes of you? Why would I ever need to resort to an ambush? Go tell everyone in your Fentian palace that it is best not to be so arrogant. That pine tree greeting guests in front of our Qingxuan sect, which shows a lot more integrity than any of you. If you dare to come to Thon Huyan's sect and stir up trouble again, next time it won't just be your swords that end up broken, it will be your necks. Master, what exactly did that guy mean by his last remark? Could he really be from the Thon Huyan sect? That welcoming pine tree remark? Nonsense. If the Thon Huyan sect actually had an expert at the heaven-human realm, would we have been able to block their gate without them saying a word? That Li Xuanfeng is nothing but a wet behind-the-ears brat, but since he mentioned the Thon Huyan sect, he must be an old enemy of ours, intentionally framing them so we'll go to war with that pathetic sect. Also, if he can sit back and watch the tigers fight from the mountaintop, how truly wicked. You are wise, Master, that must be the case. How could that bunch of trash at the Thon Huyan sect ever be capable of such things? I was wondering who was whimpering and whining over here. Turns out it's the crippled old dog from the Fan Thian Palace. Did you lose your eyesight? Or did you just run headfirst into a tree because you weren't looking where you were going? So it is you. Very well. That cowardly rat from earlier must be your accomplice, right? My accomplice, Liet Tianheng, are you losing your mind? Have you been beaten so badly that you've gone soft in the head? Do you really think a pack of bottom feeders like you is worth me? Or worth my master having to team up with someone else? Enough with the nonsense, capture him. He definitely knows the true background of that gray-robed man. You shameless, ignorant fools. I was going to let you live a few more days, but it seems you're in a rush to die. Today, I'll personally send you all to your graves. Daring to slander me? Just watch how I crush every single one of your bones to dust. Uncle Master is absolutely fierce. He really believes in teaching through physical education. Has this Li Tianheng stirred up a hornet's nest at our Than Huan sect tonight? Your master and uncle have both left, and you're the only one left standing here watching the show, you coward. You've got that all wrong. The sect master attacked to establish our prestige, and Uncle Shi attacked to vent his frustration. If I were to jump in now, wouldn't that just make our Thon Huan Heavenly Legion look? Isn't our Thon Huan sect just using its power to bully others? I find it hard to believe you. You are simply being lazy. Furthermore, this Fanthian palace is overflowing with ambition. By organizing the 7 sects tournament this time, they intend to trample over our Thon Huan sect and replace the Van Fap sect to become the greatest force in Huyan Chao. Among the 7 great sects of Huyan Chao, the Van Fap Pavilion possesses the most strength, with a profound foundation that our Thon Huan sect could once match, though unfortunately we have since declined. As for this Fanthian palace, they primarily cultivate fire-based techniques, and everyone there is hot-tempered, always acting as if they are the best under heaven. They have long desired to take our position, constantly eyeing our spirit vein resources. They have invested so much this time, so are you just going to stand by and watch them get beaten? Revenge is only satisfying when it's served slowly. Killing them instantly wouldn't be any fun. You have to break them down bit by bit so they live in constant fear and despair. Look, here comes another show. Ma Master, let's just heal our wounds. Let's not go any further. Dawn is almost upon us. It seems I've arrived at the perfect moment. You're also from the Thon Haiyan sect? I saw you all busy bandaging earlier and didn't want to disturb you, but now that you're finished, it's my turn. Demons, you are all demons. The Fanyan Palace has humiliated my sect and bullied my disciples. As their elder, I must collect some interest for what they've done. Go on, everyone, break a few more of their bones. Another day full of vitality. Time for the daily check-in. This bird can already smell the scent of treasures. Your nose is sharper than a dog's. Daily check-in successful. Congratulations to the host for receiving 5,000 years of cultivation, the Great Tao Chaos Green Lotus, and the Emperor-grade weapon, the Nine Heavens Dragon. These rewards are quite interesting this time. Since you know I can't use those, you're finally bringing out items that are actually useful in this world. Activate the Long Jutian Soul Trigger. Just the name alone sounds absolutely legendary. Hurry up and bring it out for me to see. Can you even carry the weight of that? This item is perfect for Rubai. This Chaos Green Lotus can easily bear the innate Tao from the Chaos origin. It truly is a treasure that can be used to stabilize my primordial saint body, along with the items I mentioned earlier. Its power is far too great. No one in this world could withstand it. Even just taking it out to breathe the air is enough to make the heavens and earth collapse. How truly lonely it is, like white snow. Why are you smiling so foolishly? How much has your cultivation base increased this time? Not much at all of 5,000 years. If you count the total accumulated from before, it's only about 158,000 years of cultivation. Just enough to get by. Master, look ahead, that right there is the territory of our Fan Tian Palace. We have finally truly returned home. At long last, we've finally escaped. Those lunatics. The Qingsha sect is nothing but a bunch of madmen. The sect master, the elders, the peak masters, they all took turns ganging up on us. It's truly bullying us beyond reason. If I, Flitian Xiong, do not take revenge for this humiliation, I am... Master, that man in white who used the sword last night, exactly what cultivation level is he at? I feel like just a single finger of his would be enough to crush us to death. He must be at least in the king realm. Since when did the Qingshuan sect produce such a monster? You all have had a long and difficult journey. Tell me, have you ever seen a technique fall from the sky like that before? This power is not from the Qingshuan sect. It absolutely is not. Master. It's the Wanfa Pavilion. It must be that old undying geezer from the Wanfa Pavilion. The Wanfa Pavilion. Why would they do something like this? We won the rights to host the grand competition and even took 3 heaven-grade artifacts from them. They can't accept their defeat, so this is their revenge. With pressure like this, only the Pavilion Master, who is at the late stage of the King Realm, could possibly be behind it. That shameless brat, where is he? Quickly move in to support the sneak attack on the Pavilion of Myriad Arts. Sect Master, Elders. Good heavens, who could have done this? You people from the Pavilion of Myriad Arts dare to be this ruthless? Just you wait. Heh, what the most interesting thing in this world is? But after the deed is done, they think someone else did it, and run off to fight for their lives against that person. The Pavilion of Myriad Arts at the Shentian Palace has always fought tooth and nail over the smallest scraps of profit, but now that this blame has been pinned on them, they will likely fight to the death, which saves me a lot of effort. God of War Manual, Dark Mountain Fist. Master, my training in the God of War Manual isn't bad. My foundation is solid, but I've been too focused on the explosive power of each strike and neglected the circulation of my inner breath. I am Tu Tianxun, please enlighten me, Master. Your strength is fierce, but it is like a tree without roots. Spiritual energy rampages wildly through your meridians. Not only is your endurance weak, but over time it will leave behind lingering internal injuries. More importantly, while you have the cultivation level, you lack any real-world combat experience. If you were to face a cultivator at your same level, you wouldn't last 10 moves before being defeated. Master, I am ignorant. Is it too late? Follow me. Watch carefully. Master, is this what lies inside the door? Inside this door is where I keep various demonic beasts, used as a training ground for sect disciples, ranging from Foundation Establishment to Origin Infant Realms. Your task for today is to enter this gate before sunset and slay 100 demonic beasts at the Foundation Establishment level or higher. 100 of them? What's the matter? Are you afraid? If I'm not afraid of death, why would I fear this? I'm glad to hear it. That determination is excellent, but for now, you are empty-handed, which is inconvenient. Whoa, what kind of divine weapon is this? This is the Nine Heavens Dragon Soul Halberd, an extreme Dao Imperial weapon. With your current cultivation, you wouldn't even be able to lift it. I have sealed its power down to the heavenly human level, which is just right for you to wield. As your cultivation level increases in the future, the layers of the seal will unlock on their own. If you ever face a life or death crisis, it can even break its own seal to protect its master. My master has bestowed upon me a generous gift. I, as a disciple, do not know how I can ever repay this. Stand up, it is merely a weapon. Remember to practice through real combat and prioritize survival above all else. If you cannot win, run, do not be stubborn. Also, if you do not complete your mission before dark and return late, there will be no dinner left for you. There, the master's disciple has finally set off. Every fledgling must eventually leave the nest. My student, do not disappoint me. Do you have a death wish? You arrived at just the right time. That makes 5, but the mission is still a long way from complete. My master gifted me a divine weapon, but I cannot rely on external objects forever. My own body is the strongest weapon of all. Bloodline of the war god, it is time for you to truly awaken. That feels exhilarating, keep it coming. 57 down, 43 to go. It is almost dark. Dinner. Not bad at all. The war god bloodline is beginning to awaken. This child is worth teaching. Since my disciple is working hard, I as his master should also get to some real work. Let me go see if that piece of beef on that old cow has grown yet. Senior Gu, why have you come again? Please, I beg you, stay away. Old Huang, don't be so stingy. I have only come to check on you. My piece of meat has only just finished growing. Heavens, please show some mercy and go cut from a different cow, can you? Senior Gu, the piece of meat from the hind leg you cut last time hasn't even grown back yet. Even if you are impatient, you have to give it time to develop. In these 100,000 great mountains, I am certainly not the only Saint Realm demonic beast. What is all that noise? Today I do not feel like eating beef. Then, what are you? The crimson flame spirit rice you planted is about time for harvest, isn't it? My crimson flame spirit rice. That is a treasure I grew by watering it with primordial spirit spring water and enduring 9 tribulation lightning strikes on its behalf. Look, every single grain contains rich Tao essence. That reminds me, the flood dragon that stole your eggs a few days ago. Its meat was quite delicious. It would be perfect to stew for soup. You had better count this spirit rice carefully. If even a single grain is missing. It just so happens that I am in need of a side of salted beef to go with my wine. This is bullying a beast far too much. A dignified overlord of the Kanglan mountain range. A powerhouse at the early stage of the Saint King realm. Just because I took one extra look at him, I was kidnapped from my home and brought here, becoming his personal walking meat locker and field laborer for his spirit rice. But the spirit items he gives me to nourish the body are truly top-tier goods. My cultivation has reached the late stage of the Saint realm, and my physical body has grown much stronger, but this life is just so frustrating. Bullying a beast way too far. How are there so many absurd things happening in these 100,000 great mountains? That roar just now was filled with immense internal energy. The cultivation level must far exceed the condensing Dan realm. What Master said about raising a few pets behind the mountain doesn't seem to be what I imagined at all. Forget it, let's just focus on finishing this trial first. Exactly 100, not one more, not one less, finally finished. I'm back, go wash your hands and come over to eat. Master, it's as if you knew exactly when I would return. This grilled meat smells amazing. Sit down and focus your energy. Master, this is just a minor injury from overloading my meridians, it's nothing. If you can't even handle this level of pain, how will you ever face real life and death battles in the future? Master, what kind of demonic beast does this meat actually come from? Such a massive phenomenon appeared again? It's nothing, just a Saint King Realm flood dragon that didn't know its place. The meat is a bit tough, so I used my spiritual power to refine the violent energy inside it. It should be perfect for strengthening your body. A Saint King Realm holy flood dragon was actually roasted by Master like this? Are all the creatures Master talks about really this terrifying? In today's trial, you've finally shown some improvement. You learned how to use the terrain to restrain your opponent. You also knew how to adapt your moves at critical moments, instead of blindly charging forward without a plan. It's all thanks to your teachings, Master. But my flaws have also become painfully obvious. You're far too obsessed with head-on confrontations. Your movement technique is rigid, and you're exposing openings everywhere. If today's opponent hadn't been that foolish armored rhinoceros, but instead someone who specialized in speed and assassination, you would have died at least 10 times by now. This disciple understands. Go back and meditate now. Carefully absorb everything you've learned today, along with the medicinal effects of this dragon meat. Tomorrow morning, I'll teach you a movement technique called shadow step to make up for your shortcomings. Yes, Master. Thank you very much. That palm force is unbelievably domineering. It's still lingering inside my meridians, clinging to them like maggots on bone. Even the sect's finest 9 revolutions life restoring pill couldn't completely neutralize it. Master, the elders of the alchemy hall said that the meridians in this arm of mine have been shattered beyond repair. For at least the next month, I won't be able to use even a trace of spiritual power. That person, just the aftershock of that palm strike alone blew away half the foundation of my cultivation. Who in the world was that terrifying expert? Palace Master, the opening stance of that palm technique looked strangely familiar. It seemed somewhat similar to the heaven-shaking palm of the Qingxuan sect. Impossible. Those cowardly turtles from the Qingxuan sect, especially Xuanyangzi, even if you gave him 10 times the courage, he still wouldn't dare strike me with such ruthless force. Besides, the power behind that palm far surpassed anything Xuanyangzi should be capable of. It was clearly the work of a mighty King Realm expert. A King Realm expert? Master, I remember now. Not long ago, while competing for the hosting rights of the 3 Sects tournament, didn't we have a major conflict with Wanfa Pavilion? That's right. Wanfa Pavilion has always had its eyes fixed on our Heavenly Palace's territory. Furthermore, among their fruits, there is a king-tier ancestor who remains in seclusion year-round. It is certain that they are harboring a deep grudge. That is why they sent an ancestor to launch a sneak attack. Very well, Wanfage, you dare to use such vicious tactics? Do you really think my Fen Tian Gong is a soft persimmon to be bullied? This matter will absolutely not end here. Issue my order. Place the entire sect on high alert and focus all our might against Wanfage. This blood debt must be repaid. Li Tiansheng will surely return this debt 100-fold. As you command, Palace Master. How strange. Clearly I used less than 1/10 of my cultivation power at that time. I only wanted to teach them a small lesson. How could they have been injured so severely to the point of near death? Could it be that junior brother Shi or junior brother Yi followed up with another strike? It seems I was still too merciful and held back too much. Only seriously injured? It seems my sword intent hasn't been honed enough if I couldn't finish them off in one strike. Acting too softly has made me look mediocre. I must take this as a lesson for next time. Did they only break a few bones? I actually thought I had slammed them into a pile of minced meat. It looks like I need to strike harder next time. This time was truly too gentle. It doesn't match my style at all. What is going on? Why do I suddenly have the feeling of being stared at by primordial beasts? Is it just an illusion? Good, this is truly too good. That old bastard Li Tiansheng, he finally has a day like this. Congratulations, Sectmaster. Fen Tiangong has suffered such a huge loss this time. Their vitality has been heavily damaged, which is fantastic news for us. Good news, you say. This is more than just good news. It is more like the cycle of karma finally catching up to them. During our last dispute over the Black Wind Ridge mine, he relied on his Now, the time for retribution has finally arrived. The letter from the Sectmaster states that the most likely culprit behind this is the Wanfa Pavilion. Aside from them, who else could it possibly be? Not long ago, due to a dispute over the hosting rights for the Tri-Sect Martial Arts Tournament, the Fentian Palace just recently caused the Wanfa sect to lose face. And now, they have been brutally crushed by a powerhouse in the King Realm. Listen well, you mangy dogs. Pass down my orders. Immediately increase our manpower and keep a strict watch on the borders between the Fentian Palace and the Wanfa Pavilion. The more viciously they fight, the better. It would be ideal if they both suffer heavy losses. When that time comes, the Black Wind Ridge, every bit of interest in Principal I Chen Taishan will claim it all back. Understood, the sect master is truly wise. That Fen Tian Palace is something else, and that Zhang Tianli is truly something else. They have no idea what kind of divine beings they have offended. They had their backbones shattered by someone, yet they dare to splash dirty water onto our Wanfa pavilion. This is truly going too far with the bullying. Pavilion master, calm your anger. The Fen Tian Palace has always acted with arrogance, and this move might be a way to probe our true strength. Probe us? What right does Zhang Tianli have to probe us? While my chief disciple was out training, they used despicable tactics to steal the tournament hosting rights. I haven't even settled that debt with him yet, and now he dares to bite back at us? Do they really think the Wanfa Pavilion is made of mud? Pavilion Master, this whole matter is indeed very strange. According to our scouts' reports, nearly all the top brass of the Fen Tian Palace suffered heavy injuries. The power of that palm strike was anything but ordinary. However, the technique used was extremely bizarre. It does not resemble any of the divine abilities found in our Xuanzhou sects. It isn't a known sect technique, but rather it seems more like... Yet it carries a flicker of ethereal Tao aura, which is incredibly contradictory. Someone is framing us, trying to incite a death match between the Wanfa Pavilion and the Fen Tian Palace so they can reap the benefits. Pass down my orders, investigate everything thoroughly, and dig into the roots of all events from the past half year. Find every suspicious wandering cultivator who has appeared in Xuanzhou, especially those with unfathomable cultivation levels or unclear backgrounds. I want to see exactly who dares to stir up trouble right under the nose of the Wanfa Pavilion. Another day of peace has passed. Let's finish the roll call first. System notification, congratulations to the host. Check-in successful, you have received a massive reward. 5,000 years of cultivation, special reward obtained. Invincible domain, divine tier reward obtained. 10 enlightenment tea trees, 5,000 years of cultivation. And on top of that, an invincible domain. With a range of 10,000 miles. Does this mean the entire Qingxuan sect or even half of the northern Xuanzhou region is under my complete control? Finally, I can sleep soundly at night. This feeling is absolutely incredible. Not bad at all. Now I won't have to worry about running out of tea. The immortal divine dragon herb, the phoenix rebirth grass. Leaving these here is just a waste of space. Might as well plant them to add some greenery to the spirit estate. The potion is too great, I need to keep a low profile. That's better. Unless they carry my mark, even an immortal who wanders here will see nothing but an ordinary bamboo forest. The herb garden is ready, but with so much land, am I really expected to tend to it myself? That would be beneath me. It's time to find some decent work for those big guys. As gardeners, I'm sure they will be more than happy to help. 9998. Watch the tea leaves, don't you dare lose count. The favor of that great master. Yes, I dare not even imagine it. Who's there? Stop coming this way, go to the other side instead. Are these all divine herbs? Since these are divine herbs, from today onwards, this garden is yours to water, weed, and fertilize. And you must keep a close watch for thieves as well. Am I a gardener? You don't want to? I do. It's just this work is so delicate. I'm afraid my clumsiness might ruin the immortal master's divine herbs. Rest assured, you won't ruin anything. Do a good job and there will be rewards. Take this, you can receive 1 leaf every month. This is a leaf of enlightenment. Immortal Senior, I can never repay your life-saving grace. Little Nu will never forget this kindness for the rest of his life. From this day forward, little New is your gardener. This beast field is my life. Anyone who dares steal even a single blade of grass will have to fight me to the death. Good. Oh right, there are still a few empty plots over there. While you're at it, plant some purple mist spirit rice as well. The harvest can't be any lower than before. What? I still have to farm too. I thought becoming the manager of the medicine garden would finally free me from a life of planting crops. So in the end, I still can't escape it? Damn it, I'm just one step away. Why is this bottleneck so unbelievably tough to break through? Cultivation isn't about charging forward recklessly. The more impatient you are, the harder success becomes. Drink this cup of tea and calm your mind. Master, this disciple is too foolish. I've embarrassed you. Do I really look that petty? Sit down and drink your tea. I've already broken through to the late foundation establishment stage, and I've fully comprehended the remaining techniques of the war god scripture. Xuantong, this cup of tea is nothing more than a small gift. No need to dwell on it. You've not only achieved a breakthrough, but you've also comprehended the cultivation technique. In that case, I'll pass on another movement art to sharpen your focus. This technique is called shadow stepping movement. Its essence can be summed up in just two words, speed and change. Speed refers to the swiftness of your footwork. Even within arm's reach, you can take 100 steps. Change refers to the constant shifting of your position. Its movements are so unpredictable that even ghosts and gods couldn't anticipate them, leaving your enemies completely unable to track your path. Go. When you can freely pass through that bamboo forest without causing a single leaf to fall, you'll have officially mastered the basics of this technique. Yes, master. This disciple will never disappoint your expectations. I did it. Time flies. That aura, it is Elder Xuan Yongzi. He has arrived from Bamboo Peak. This child is worth teaching. She has already learned the art of keeping a low profile. Only in this perilous world of cultivation can one go far with such wisdom. Brother Chang'e, I have come uninvited. I hope you do not mind. The arrival of Elder Xuan Yongzi brings great honor to our Bamboo Peak. This is the azure cloud herb I found. Its medicinal properties are mild and perfect for nourishing the body. Your disciple has suffered from severe physical weakness, so this comes at just the right time. You are truly generous, Elder. Oh, come now, no need for such formalities. I was just feeling a bit thirsty, so I came to beg for a cup of tea. Truly, this is excellent tea. Brother Chang'e, this tea of yours is nothing short of a heaven-defying treasure. After drinking it last time, the bottleneck that had plagued me for years finally loosened. Could this be the legendary tea that allows one to reach enlightenment? You flatter me, Elder. It is just some wild tea I plucked from behind the mountain, nothing more than a simple thirst quencher. I cannot believe it. It is truly unbelievable. Sitting here drinking tea for a short while has been more effective than my years of closed-door cultivation. And that over there, is that your newly accepted disciple, Xiao Ruobai? Excellent, truly excellent. Not even a month has passed, and she has already broken through to the first level of body tempering. Although her mortal-grade talent is a bit lacking, such progress is truly commendable. It seems she has been working very hard. You are too kind, Elder. With her mediocre talent, she is still far behind a genius like Shen Jinghong. She is just a young girl making up for her lack of talent with sheer diligence. But Brother Chang'e, this Bamboo Peak is empty all year round with only the two of you here. I sincerely suggest you let Ruobai go to the front mountain more often. She should interact more with disciples her own age to avoid burying herself in solitary cultivation. It could lead to the development of inner demons. Your words are filled with wisdom, Elder. How about this? I will tell my good-for-nothing disciples later, like Li Xuanfeng and Shen Jinghong, to visit your Bamboo Peak more often. Spending time with junior brother Ruobai gives the kids plenty to talk about. It's also a good way for them to help each other improve. Oh? This old fox is only pretending to praise my disciple. His true goal is to covet my peaceful sanctuary and my Tao enlightenment tea. He even wants to send his own disciple over to scavenge some benefits. Keep dreaming. Senior brother Cheng, don't look at me like that. I'm only doing this for the sake of our sect. That boy Shen Jinghong has peerless talent. but his temper is far too arrogant. If this continues, he'll develop a heart demon sooner or later. It's fortunate that your disciple Ruabai has such a steady personality. He can help temper the boy's recklessness. Oh, temper his recklessness, you say? I'm afraid my disciple would be crushed to pieces with just a flick of his finger. How could that happen? I'll make sure they know their limits. Besides, letting them exchange martial arts pointers creates competition, and competition is the catalyst for growth. That is the only way for them to improve together. It is all for the future of our Qingshuan sect. Elder Xuan Yangzi, you know as well as I do that I am used to a life of leisure. I only want peace and quiet. If we do this, will my purple bamboo peak ever know peace again? Shen Jinghong's body refining stage is nearing its limit, and Li Xuanfeng's core condensation stage needs consolidation. So I suppose I could treat this as running a private tutoring session for them, and kill two birds with one stone by doing this old fox a favor. Fine, have it your way. Who told you to be an elder, after all? We'll limit it to once every half month. Keep the sessions to the afternoon. Don't you dare disturb my afternoon naps. It's a deal. Any more than that, and I simply couldn't handle it. Deal, deal, deal. Once every half month it is. Junior brother Chang truly understands the bigger picture. Oh, by the way, junior brother Chang'e, look at Elder Wang over at Jingyu Peak. He's been stuck at his bottleneck for decades now. As for the other disciples from Sword Peak who went on the previous mission, they all suffered significant internal injuries. Alright, cut the act. You don't need to perform in front of me anymore. It is inside that stone vat over there. Go ahead and grab 2 caddies for yourself. Remembered an oil paper, and don't take too much. My own stash isn't exactly overflowing. That is enough. 2 caddies will do. Junior brother Chang Zhe, rest assured, tomorrow I will have the Xuanfeng disciples bring the finest spiritual spring water from the back mountain. A treasure like this deserves nothing less than the best spiritual spring water. This was sent to you by Elder Xuan Yangzi. Take it. Master, he even made a special trip deep into the Black Wind Ridge just to get this clear spirit grass for me. The depths of Black Wind Ridge are infested with ferocious beasts and are incredibly dangerous. I never imagined Elder Xuan Yangzi would go to such lengths for my sake. Even though this spirit herb won't have much effect on my current body, his sincerity is clear. Stop standing there in a daze. How is your progress coming along with the shadow step technique? Do not let your elders down. Now go back to your training. Yes, Master, I will absolutely not fail the expectations of you and the other elders. Xuanfeng Jinghong, come see me at once. Greetings, Master. Bright and early tomorrow morning, the two of you must take the best spiritual spring water from the back mountain and make a trip to Purple Bamboo Peak. Yes, Master. You should frequently seek guidance from Junior Uncle Chang Ji. It will be of great benefit to your cultivation. Junior Uncle Chang Ji has just taken on a new Xiao Robai. He is a rather quiet and reserved individual. When you go there, make sure to interact and learn from him diligently so that he can truly feel the warmth of his fellow disciples. But Master, Junior Uncle Chang Ji has always preferred peace and quiet, and he hates it when outsiders disturb him with such sudden unannounced visits. It would be rude, and it might even displease him. Junior Uncle Chang Ge gave his word himself, so if he told you to come, then you go. Especially you. Jinghong, you are always acting so arrogant, like you don't know how vast the world truly is. You should learn from Ruobai what it means to be down to earth. Yes, Master, this disciple knows he was wrong. Go now, and don't be late tomorrow. These two foolish boys have a massive opportunity right in front of them and they still have no idea. Once you arrive at Purple Bamboo Peak, by then your cultivation base will have reached a monumental breakthrough. We shall see if you two show any gratitude toward me. Wait, the exchange is tomorrow. Both of you must know your limits. Feng, your temperament is calm and composed, so I am not worried about you. My concerns lie with you. Jing, your sword intent is far too sharp, and that young Ruobai is still only in the body refining stage. Listen well, you are going on this trip as a senior sister to provide guidance, not to show off your dominance or power. You must not, under any circumstances, crush his spirit for cultivation. Do you understand? Master, the disciple is at the earthly body stage, and I was only using a fraction of my strength. I was already worried he couldn't take it, so what else do I need to hold back? Huju, do you not understand what your master is saying? Once you arrive at Zizhu Peak, you must follow every instruction of your martial uncle Chang'e. That place is his territory. It is overflowing with treasures, and even the smallest crumbs falling through his fingers would be enough to benefit you for a lifetime. So do your best to keep him happy. If you do that, there will be no shortage of opportunities for you. Inside this jade slip is the essence of the Jingtian Pavilion from long ago. That old man over at Jingyu Peak, Shi Wanshan, treats this technique like a priceless treasure. But your master here possesses an even more exquisite version. Take it with you tomorrow as a gift from me to little friend Ruobai. Master, why must we treat a newly initiated disciple with such importance? Do you think this is a gift for him? This is for all of you. If I hadn't swallowed my pride and put my reputation on the line, do you think you would have even been able to step foot on Zizhu Peak? Remember this well. You must set off at the hour of the ox tomorrow, reach the mountain before dawn, and not return until nightfall. Tread carefully and move silently, ensuring no one discovers you. Master, why go to such lengths? Why, you ask? Shi Wanshan of Jingyu Peak is a madman when it comes to swordsmanship. Everyone is eyeing your martial Uncle Cheng's Zizhu Peak like hungry wolves. If they knew I was providing you with private training, they would be trampling down our doorstep by the very next day. How could we let others snatch away such a great opportunity? Yes, disciple understands. Senior brother Master is being far too cautious. It's just a trip to Zizhu Peak, yet he's acting like we're going on a covert mission. Last time I was cultivating at night, I saw Peak Master Shi of Qingyun Peak with my own eyes. He was acting quite suspiciously. He was crawling along the fence behind Zizhu Peak, seemingly looking for some dog hole to crawl through, just to get a few whiffs of the spirit energy inside. Are you serious? Peak Master Shi is the head of an entire peak, a man of such high status, yet he would do something like that. That is why you must understand how precious the opportunities at Zizhu Peak are. We have to be extremely careful. Let's hurry. Senior brother, it looks like there's no one here, but don't let your guard down. This isn't good, junior sister. What on earth is this? Let me go. Don't waste your energy. This is a formation set up by Uncle Master Chang'e. We can't break it. What an unlucky start. We haven't even met him yet, and we're already being hung up like common thieves. Well, I suppose we can only admit that our skills as burglars are far from professional. Now, let's just hope we don't get discovered by Uncle Master Chang'e or that junior brother Xiao Ruobai. What do we do now? What do we do? I hear footsteps approaching. Could it be that Xiao Ruobai? It's over. My lifelong reputation as a hero is going down the drain. What good is thinking about that now? Maybe we should call for our master. You surely have a plan. Are you insane? If master finds out we snuck out in the middle of the night, only to be hung up here like smoked meat, it would be a miracle if he didn't skin us alive. Well, calling Uncle Master Gu Chang'e is even more out of the question. In our current state, he'll definitely take us for thieves. Then what are we supposed to do? I have an idea. Let's play dead. Fine, close your eyes quickly, and don't make a sound. These two little ones are certainly interesting. Oh my. Uncle Gu and Uncle Cheng Ji wanted to sneak over to my place in the middle of the night. Why didn't you scout the area first? You should have at least been prepared for the formations I have set up at Zizhu Peak. There is no need to be so tense. Just last month, Peak Master Shi Wanshan of Jingyu Peak even tried to dig a hole through the fence behind my mountain in the middle of the night, claiming he just wanted to study the soil quality here. He wanted to see why the spiritual energy in this area is so incredibly abundant. Compared to him, you two are being much more honorable. Master, stand back. Who are you people? Do you dare to break into Zizhu Peak in the middle of the night? Are you assassins? Oh no, it's over. I've completely embarrassed myself. Junior Sister Xiao, please don't misunderstand. A misunderstanding, you say? Look at your attire, sneaking around in the shadows. How could this possibly be a misunderstanding? Junior Sister Xiao, you just don't understand the situation. Senior brother and I were acting under the Master's orders, specifically sent here to test your level of vigilance. The path of cultivation is fraught with danger at every turn, and especially for someone with your outstanding talent, Junior Sister, you are an easy target for villains to set their sights on. Maintaining constant vigilance is the very first lesson in staying alive. Senior brother, your ability to spout complete nonsense on the spot has truly reached a legendary level, and that formation Uncle Cheng Ji set up earlier was an even more brilliant lesson. Junior Sister and I activated it on purpose, just to put on a demonstration for you. When you fall into a desperate situation where you cannot win by raw strength, you must appear weak before the enemy, and perhaps feigning unconsciousness will grant you a glimmer of hope for survival. This is the best method for staying alive in the world of cultivation. Uncle Cheng Ji has truly gone to great lengths for our sake. We are beyond impressed. So that was it. I, Rubai, have been truly ignorant. Thank you, Senior Brother Li and Senior Sister Shen, for risking yourselves to provide me with such a vivid lesson. Rubai has learned much today, and I will certainly practice diligently from now on. You are too kind, Junior Sister. Truly, that was an Shenfeng, your ability to adapt on the fly is truly extraordinary. You are too kind, Uncle Master. Very well, the inspection is complete. Your master sent you here to spar and exchange pointers with Ruobai in the courtyard. Stop standing around, there is still plenty of space in the courtyard. Go ahead and spar. Remember, stop when you've made your point, and don't you dare ruin my bamboo trees. Uncle Master Chang'e, Junior Sister Xiao, to be honest, sparring is secondary. My master instructed me to come here because there is something important that I must personally deliver to Junior Sister. Junior Sister Xiao, this is a core king-tier cultivation technique of our Qingshuan sect, the essence of the Jingxin palm technique. My master commanded that this technique shall not be studied by anyone other than the direct disciples of the peak master. Yet he has broken his own rule, making an exception for me to hand this technique over to you. A king-tier cultivation technique, this is far too precious. What talent or virtue do I, Ruobai, possess to deserve this? Junior Sister, your innate talent is superior. You are the one who truly needs this powerful martial art for self-defense. My master has spoken. A precious sword should be gifted to a hero, and a profound technique to a genius. You deserve to receive this, but since this technique is a strictly guarded secret of our sect, you must take an oath never to transmit it to anyone else. I, Ruobai, hereby swear that now that I have been taught the Jingxin palm, I will never reveal even half a word of it to a second person in this life. Many thanks to the sect master for his kindness, and thank you, senior brother Li, for passing on this art. This great favor is something I will never forget as long as I live. Junior Sister, let me demonstrate the basic moves of the Jingtian palm for you once. Watch closely. The core of this technique lies in the harmony between hardness and softness, accumulating power in your palms. Watch as I circulate my energy. It may look slow, but in reality, I am channeling spiritual energy from my dantian through specific meridians to gather it in my palm. If you are too impatient to succeed and try to master it all in one leap, the result will be the spiritual energy colliding and scattering within your meridians, leading to multiple blockages, and you'll be in so much pain you won't be able to get out of bed for 3 days. Therefore, Junior Sister, remember this. When you first practice this palm technique, the energy flowing from your dantian should be like a bubbling mountain stream, not a raging flood bursting through a dam. First, seek to make the flow smooth, then focus on increasing the speed. Only after your meridians have fully adapted to this level of force can you unleash it as you please. The method of circulating this energy is incredibly domineering, and this is just the opening stance. The strain on my meridians is already this intense. Little Neo, you've gotten fat again. It seems the enlightenment tea I gave you wasn't a waste after all. Stop pretending. I haven't even settled the score with you yet for sneakily eating my tea leaves last time. Since you stole a bite, you'll have to pay a steep price for it. That piece of tenderloin of yours has probably grown back by now, right? Not bad, the spiritual energy is even purer than last time. Tonight, I'll prepare an extra nourishing meal for my 2 nephews. You've been training hard. Come over and taste this delicacy from Purple Bamboo Peak. Uncle, what kind of divine immortal food is this? Just 1 spoonful of this porridge makes the best spiritual food at the main sect's cafeteria seem like nothing. It's 100 times more potent. The spiritual energy hidden within this meat is incredibly intense, yet Uncle managed to refine it so gently. This is truly a holy healing treasure. Oh, it's nothing special, I just planted that rice quite casually. As for the meat, I just cut it off that lazy cow. They're mostly just common ingredients, the secret is all in the heat control. What he calls casually planted is actually purple flame spirit rice, and what he calls just meat is the tenderloin of an ancient mythical beast, yet he still dares to call these common ingredients. Uncle Changji, what kind of existence are you exactly? Uncle, this spiritual meal isn't just better than the best food at the main peak, it's thousands and thousands of times superior. This is truly a heavenly delicacy. Uncle, this is really just some rice I grew and cut casually. As long as you're full, that's all that matters. After a meal, have a cup of tea to aid your digestion. Try the tea I planted myself. It'll soothe your throat. Go on, taste the tea I grew to help soothe your throat. I understand now, so that's how it is. The bottleneck of the late condensation stage turns out to be this simple to break through. It seems my sword essence is quite compatible with this tea, but both of you have messy foundations, and your cultivation is unstable. Rushing a breakthrough like this will cause endless trouble. Very well, I suppose I'll give you a helping hand. These are just some candies I refined for fun and some beast bones I collected. They'll help you remove impurities and stabilize your foundations. Uncle, my cultivation has broken through from the peak of the late condensation stage to the Purple Mansion realm. I've broken through to the middle stage of the Purple Mansion realm as well. This my talent has also... My spiritual energy flow is now 100 times faster than before. I am at the peak of foundation establishment, just 1 step away from forming my core. Oh? I didn't expect this bone-strengthening candy to also improve your natural aptitude. The effects are decent enough. Stop it, you're the one talking the most. Your new realm has just been established, but your foundation isn't solid yet. Go to the bamboo forest behind the house and meditate. Use the spiritual energy there to stabilize your cultivation. Yes, I am deeply grateful for your life-changing grace, Uncle Master. Let's go, Rubai. Master, are we going to hunt down spirit beasts again for training? Perhaps. Rubai, your master always discourages you from rushing your breakthroughs. Do you know why? Rubai is ignorant and does not know. Please enlighten me, master. My foundation for the war god physique is still not solid. Think of it like a raw piece of iron that hasn't been forged yet. It has the shape on the outside, but it lacks quality on the inside. If you force a breakthrough now, it might look impressive, but the hidden dangers are immense. True battle spirit must be tempered through life and death combat. In this valley, I have prepared a series of challenges for you. Go, slaughter 500 spirit beasts at the Ningdan realm or higher, and you are forbidden from using the Nine Heavens Dragon Soul Strike. You may only rely on your physical strength. This ordinary mortal blade. Yes, Master, Rubai will certainly not let you down. This barrier can block all outside detection. If your life is ever in danger, the mark I left on your body will automatically activate. The spirit beasts inside have been carefully arranged by me, ranging from weak to strong just for you. Stay focused and do not disappoint me. Step. This is the moment. The opportunity that my Uncle Master bestowed upon me is truly unbelievable. I feel more powerful than ever before. My innate sword physique has also fully stabilized, my state of mind is clear, and I can attempt to condense my golden core at any time. Junior Sister Shen, do you think it's wrong for us to just leave like this? Why would you say that, Senior Brother Li? Just think about it. I haven't had a proper chance to catch up with Junior Sister Rubai yet, and frankly, this situation isn't sitting right with me, regardless of how you look at it. Brother Li is absolutely correct. Uncle Master, today Junior Sister Shen and I have gained a great deal, but we haven't had the time to discuss our cultivation sites with Junior Sister Rubai, so we were hoping to pay another visit tomorrow. If that would be acceptable, there is no need for that. Come back in half a month when the day breaks. Understood, we shall take our leave now. Let's go quickly, we must not let anyone discover that our cultivation levels have skyrocketed. Otherwise, this cultivation spot on Purple Bamboo Peak, I fear we would be fought over until we were bruised and battered. Why do I have the feeling that the aura of these two little ones is much denser and stronger than when they were here last time? Could it be that this Purple Bamboo Peak is hiding some earth-shattering secret? Gu Chang'e. It seems I must find a way to sneak in and see for myself. This isn't right. The aura these two children had as they were leaving, although only for a fleeting moment, was absolutely far stronger than when they arrived. In just one day, a mere single day, they managed to progress this much. This Purple Bamboo Peak and this Guchangge must definitely be hiding some incredible destiny. Guchang, do you really think your barriers can stop me? I am determined to see exactly what kind of treasure your tiny Purple Bamboo Peak is hiding. Tomorrow I will bring all the disciples of Qingyu Peak to pay a visit to my virtuous nephew Gu, and we shall see if you give me that much respect. The mountain rain is about to fall and the wind is already filling the pavilion. It looks like my days of peace and quiet are coming to an end. System, check in. The Kangyun Secret Realm, a portable pocket world with spiritual energy 100 times denser than the outside world and decent ancient inheritances. I am currently lacking a quiet place to cultivate and a storage space. If soldiers come, block them with generals. If water rises, block it with earth. Regardless of who wants to come to my Purple Bamboo Peak to stir up trouble, they must first ask themselves if they are even qualified to do so. Why haven't those two children returned yet? Whatever you do, do not provoke Junior Brother Chang'e at Purple Bamboo Peak. You have finally returned. Well, did Junior Brother Chang'e give you any trouble? You didn't cause any problems, did you? Haha, Sect Master, please rest assured. Junior Uncle is gentle and easygoing. How could we possibly cause any trouble? Enough with the nonsense. I am asking you, what did you gain from this? Sect Master, it is hard to put into words, perhaps you should see for yourself. This is the middle stage of the Purple Mansion realm. Peak Foundation establishment. How could you have achieved this? Oh my god, only in one day. Sect Master, as you can see, your disciples were lucky enough to break through. Tell us quickly, what exactly happened here? What kind of godly methods did Junior Brother Changge use? Sect Master, you have no idea. Junior Uncle casually brought out some tea, and it turned out to be the legendary Enlightenment tea. My junior sister Shen and I only took a single sip before falling into a state of profound enlightenment. Afterward, junior uncle bestowed upon us powder from the 9-turn golden elixir and an innate spirit bag to help us cleanse our meridians. Thanks to that, we were able to break through in one go, and the spirit stones provided by junior uncle further stabilized our cultivation base. Enlightenment tea, 9-turn golden elixir, and innate spirit bags. My heavens, junior brother Changji actually treats these legendary treasures as if they were nothing, casually giving them away to others. Li Xuanfeng, place your hand here. I want to see just how much your talent has improved. Saint grade, lower rank. Shen Jinghong, hurry up, you come and be tested too, let me see. What kind of heaven-defying fortune did junior brother Changge bestow upon you? Saint grade, middle rank. Saint grade, middle rank. Yet another person has reached the saint grade, and it's even a middle rank. Our Qingyun sect is about to give rise to a true dragon. Sect Master, please don't get too excited. Watch your health. Heaven bless our sect. Heaven bless our Qingyun sect. One person with saint grade lower rank, another with saint grade middle rank, and one of them is even an innate sword body. If those old monsters found out about this, I fear they would be so jealous they'd cough up 3 liters of blood. The two of you, listen carefully. From this day forward, keep the fact that your talents have been elevated to the saint grade a secret. Keep this strictly to yourselves. Heaven knows, earth knows, you know, and I know. Do not let a 5th person hear a word of this. Do you understand? Understood, Master. Your disciple obeys. I shouldn't need to explain to you that possessing a demonic jade invites endless trouble. If this secret leaks out, what awaits you won't be glory, but total annihilation. Before you have truly come into your own, you must learn to hide your true strength. No, that won't do. A favor this significant, I must visit him personally to express my gratitude. That's right, I'll thank him, and while I'm at it, I might as well see if I can beg for a few more opportunities. But wait, junior brother Zhangge treats enlightenment tea like common water. Would he even care for a gift like this? Even the maid by his side has a higher cultivation level than me. If I bring this heavenly grade treasure there, it would probably only be good enough for firewood. It's just not suitable as a gift. The Heavenly Sun Pouch, it really is the Heavenly Sun Pouch. Fermented from 1,000 types of spirit herbs and aged in a cellar for 3,000 years. I've kept it for 50 years and couldn't bear to take even a single sip. Sigh very well. Only a divine object of this caliber is worthy of junior brother status. Listen up, my disciples, do not underestimate Zizu Peak just because it seems quiet. Your martial uncle Grandmaster Zhangge is a true prodigy. Be smart when we arrive. If you are lucky enough for him to bestow even a small token upon you, it will be enough to last you a lifetime. Oh, my nephew Zhangge. Hey, it's me, your martial uncle. Hurry up and let us down. Martial Uncle Grandmaster, save us. Martial Uncle, it's barely dawn. What kind of game are you playing on my Zizu Peak? What do you mean playing? The barrier you've set up around this mountain is far too aggressive. Why does it bind anyone who gets near it? Can't you even recognize your own family? What do you mean, playing? The barrier you've set. Why do I always feel a sting whenever I see someone? Can you not even recognize your own family? Master. Is this really the so-called grand opportunity you spoke of? Well, it was unexpected, completely unexpected. This only proves that your granduncle's mastery of the Tao is profound, and his defenses are incredibly tight. Listen, be clever later, all of you must act pitiful for me. When it comes to the spoils, there will definitely be a share for you. Uncle Shi, to lead your 2 disciples to my bamboo forest at the crack of dawn just to go for a swing? You certainly have a refined taste, don't you? Are you eyeing my bamboo, or are you trying to steal the secrets of my formation array? Nephew Chang, you're joking. How could I possibly have the nerve to do that? Oh, isn't it rumored that the disciples of that old man Xuanyangzi received huge benefits from you? Ever since they returned, they have made massive progress in their cultivation. Oh my, these 2 good-for-nothing disciples of mine, their mediocre talent has kept them stuck at the early stage of core condensation for years now. That is why I wanted to bring them here so my nephew could help them out a little. You call opening their acupuncture points mediocre talent? One is a low-grade heaven talent with a perfectly rounded golden core, with a solid foundation and the ability to step into the mid-stage of core condensation at any time. The other is a mid-grade heaven talent with inner spiritual energy contained perfectly, and a sturdy soul, needing only a single chance to reach the perfection of core condensation. Uncle Shi, you call this mediocre talent? He saw through their true potential with just a glance. Even my own master could only sense it vaguely. He is definitely far beyond the core condensation realm. Very well, since you've come all this way, I can't let you leave empty-handed. Ah, have a cup of tea. Yes, many thanks, nephew. Many thanks, nephew. Hurry up, you 2, why are you still standing there? Get in here. The foundations of you 2 are actually not bad. Since you're here, stay on the mountain. Thank you, granduncle. This disciple will definitely not fail your expectations. Oh, haha, I told you so. Nephew Chang, you are truly the most generous one. Consider it a reward for the cultivation resources you provided, as you once looked after the spiritual energy of Purple Bamboo Peak. Feel free to use them. It just so happens to be time for breakfast anyway. I'll go prepare some food, just wait here for a moment. There's still food left? This is wonderful. I wonder what kind of cooking skills this junior nephew has. Surely his craft cannot be ordinary. I'll lend you some spirit meat to help temper your body. Don't thank me, I'm already thanking your ancestors for the next 18 generations. Junior brother Chang Ji, this old man has come to visit you, and I've even brought some fine wine aged for 50 years. Old Shi, why are you here, you old geezer? You actually got here even faster than I did. Well, you just arrived, but we've been here for half the day. Plus, I brought my disciples to pay their respects to the Grand Marshal Uncle. Why did you come? I brought a gift, you know. Unlike some people who show up empty-handed just to scavenge for a free meal. Oh, is this a Heaven Sun bag? Wow, that old guy was actually willing to take that out. Don't even think about it. I brought this for junior brother Chang Jae, it's not for you. Since you're already here, let's all have breakfast together. Pour me a full cup first. What's the rush? Junior brother Chang Gae hasn't even picked up his chopsticks yet. Do you have no sense of etiquette? Does this wine really contain such pure spiritual energy? I can actually feel my bottleneck starting to waver. It's not just that, this beef is the essence of vitality. One sip is worth months of our bitter cultivation. Master was right, this is truly a magnificent stroke of fortune. The flavor is acceptable enough. But compared to the immortal Jade Pond wine gifted by the system during check-ins, this worry-free wine is still far inferior. That stash of wine has been sitting in my storage ring for so long it's practically gathering mold. I originally thought that since I don't really like drinking, it would just stay there gathering dust forever. It seems I won't have to worry about finding a use for it after all. Wait a minute, where did little Rubai go? Why is there no sign of her anywhere? Rubai had a breakthrough, so she is currently in seclusion with Gutu. Seclusion is good. Junior brother Chang Gae, I have come to see you today. Besides bringing some wine, I also have a word of advice for you. The outside world is not exactly peaceful these days. You and Ruobai should try your best not to leave the Qingshuan sect. Oh, not peaceful, you say? It's far worse than just not peaceful. Uncle Master Xuan Yangzi, what exactly do you mean by that? Li Tiansheng from the Fentian Palace has been acting like a rabid dog lately, biting anyone he comes across. And he's not just a rabid dog, he's like a stone in a cesspool, stinking and hard-headed. Not long ago, some mysterious powerhouse beat him to a pulp 4 different times, and each time he was battered so badly that even his own mother wouldn't recognize him. Beaten 4 times, you say? Fen Tian Palace Lai Tianxiong. He is a powerhouse at the late stage of the Dongqin realm, after all. Who could possibly possess such skill? Who knows? Perhaps some senior expert simply despised his tyrannical behavior and decided to teach him a lesson. The problem is, Li Tiansheng has been beaten so senseless that he's become convinced the Wanfa Pavilion is pulling strings behind his back. So they've started a war with the Wanfa Pavilion? Yes, and oh, it is absolutely tragic. The Fentian Palace has lost several Zifu realm elders, and even 3 of their Dongtian realm protectors were wiped out. I heard the Wanfa Pavilion even seized a major spirit stone vein located right near the entrance of their sect. If they lost 3 Dongshan realm protectors, wouldn't the Wanfa Pavilion have suffered heavy losses as well? The Wanfa Pavilion only had a few experts suffer minor injuries and lost 2 reckless Zifu realm disciples, that's all. It seems Li Tiansheng finally kicked a solid iron plate this time. So that's what happened, he was beaten 4 times. I was wondering why the wounds on Li Tiansheng's body looked so familiar. It seems the senior expert who taught him a lesson is none other than, Palace Master, please forgive me. The residual energy left inside your body is far too tyrannical and vicious. This old man. I have tried every type of precious elixir, yet I haven't been able to get out of my sight. The Palace Master's injuries are far more important. Or perhaps should we temporarily swallow our pride and reconcile with the Wanfa Pavilion? Their archives might contain a sacred healing technique. Shut your mouth, it couldn't possibly be them. The Wanfa Pavilion operates with honor and integrity. If they were truly the ones behind this, they would never resort to such underhanded, secretive tactics. Constant ambushes and cruel, ruthless methods. This is not the style of the Wanfa Pavilion, it must be those sects I have offended in the past. The Qingshuan sect and the Pojonist have surely colluded, inviting out those reclusive old monsters to assassinate me. Your order is to issue a command and cease all hostilities with the Wanfa Pavilion for now. You are to lead your men immediately and investigate the Qingshuan sect and the Pojan sect in absolute secrecy. Especially that Qingshuan sect. Search them from top to bottom, I don't want a single corner left unchecked. Once you have confirmed the truth, there is no need to report back. Proceed directly to annihilate the Qingshuan sect. This Li Tianzhong certainly knows how to pick his targets, yet it seems the Fantian Palace isn't as solid of a wall as it appears. He's lost it, the Palace Master has truly gone mad. Fighting the Wanfa Pavilion is one thing, but to dare and target the Qingshuan sect? If he provokes that mysterious, unfathomable expert, the entire Fantian Palace will be buried alongside him. No, I must send word to the Qingshuan sect so they can prepare in advance. With the Palace Master losing his grip, this gives us the perfect opening. I must leak this information to the other side and pull them into the fray. The muddier the waters in this lake, the better. This is truly becoming wild. I would love to meet the heroic figure who has acted on behalf of the heavens. An expert of that caliber is like a dragon that shows its head but never its tail. Just to have the fortune of hearing the legends of his deeds, that alone would be the luck of 3 lifetimes. These 2 veteran actors are putting on quite the performance. One is beaten to the point of scrambling for any treatment he can find. The others harbor treacherous hearts, waiting for a good show so they can strike from the shadows. This Fantian Palace is much more chaotic than I had anticipated. So, the instability in the outside world that Uncle Master mentioned, does it refer to the situation at Fantian Palace? That is correct. Junior brother Zhang, you must be extremely careful. That Li Tiansheng has completely lost his mind. You cannot afford to lower your guard. Do not worry, it will be fine. A mad dog that bites at everyone it sees usually doesn't have long left to live. Mad dogs don't last long, but before they die, they always want to take a few more bites out of others. Truong Xia, you speak the truth. That Thian Hung is an incredibly vengeful enemy, and after suffering such a heavy loss this time, there is no way he will let this slide. I fear he is already silently plotting some treacherous schemes. Fantian Palace is a powerful force with deep-rooted foundations. Even if they are currently weakened, they are not something our sect can easily deal with. Come now, let's stop talking about such depressing things and keep eating and drinking. The internal factions of Fantian Palace are moving quickly. It seems this drama is about to get even more exciting. Is this the legendary enlightenment tea? Drink up, it will be beneficial for you all. Sudden enlightenment. This is the legendary moment of sudden enlightenment. Focus your minds, calm your spirits, and consolidate your foundations. Is this royal grade aptitude? Their natural talent has truly transformed from heaven grade to royal grade. Good heavens. Junior brother Truong Ka, that item you just used. You are right, senior brother. Look at us 2 old men. We have been stuck at the Purple Mansion realm for so many years. Could it be? The 9-turn golden elixir and the innate spirit liquid are incredibly precious. I don't have much left in my possession, and the rest must be saved to nurture Ruo Bai. Her foundation has been severely damaged. These divine items are needed to help her slowly recover. Right, you are absolutely correct. The young master's health is far more important. We were too rash in asking. I have plenty of these things, but if you obtain them too easily, you will only develop a reliance on them. One must cherish their own opportunities to truly understand their value. Is there really nothing the Duck Vuong Valley can do about this? It seems the cultivation level of the person who struck this time is unfathomable. That old geezer Liet Tianxiong has been spreading rumors everywhere, claiming that you were the one who tortured him. The reputation of our Wanfa pavilion has been severely damaged. I have already led my men to raise 3 of their spirit mines and executed one of their Dongxian realm elders, just to teach them a lesson. Pavilion master, in my opinion, this might not necessarily be targeting us. It could be some reclusive old monster. Someone who simply finds the Heaven Palace an eyesore, perhaps an ancestor like Xuan Chenzi from the Qingxuan sect. Rumor has it that he had a deep grudge against Li Tianzhong many years ago. The Qingxuan sect, you say? Great Elder, lead a team personally and infiltrate the Qingxuan sect. Break their formation and scout the situation carefully for me. Remember, you must act with the utmost caution. Under no circumstances are you to reveal your identity. I want to see exactly which sacred being dares to pin this black pot on my Wanfa pavilion. Understood, Pavilion Master. On one side, they sent men to investigate, and on the other, more scouts were dispatched. Since when has my small Qingxuan sect become such a popular destination? This is a perfect opportunity to see what kind of trouble you lot can manage to dig up. I have been stuck at the peak of the Zhang realm for 100 years, yet in just one day I have reached the peak of the Wang realm. The Saint realm, I have actually touched the threshold of the Saint realm. Thank you, Senior, for this life-changing favor. I, your junior, will engrave this great kindness into my very bones. My business here is finished, so it is time for me to depart. Are you leaving already, junior brother? Won't you stay for a few more days? Inside this are a 9-turn golden pill and a bottle of celestial nectar. How should I use these? You must decide your own future. The fate of the Qingxuan sect is now in your hands. Brother Zhang, for such a precious divine item, I, Xuanjiang, swear before the heavenly Tao that I will never betray your trust. Section 442. Today, you are destined to die. Shatter for me. Amazing. This energy, he is breaking through to the next level. Master, please consolidate. Thank you, Master. I have successfully hunted 42 demonic beasts of the core formation realm. I am honored to have fulfilled your command. Who said the mission was over? You are still 58 short. From this moment on, your target is a demonic beast of the Purple Mansion realm. The Purple Mansion realm? Is this really the power of a Purple Mansion realm beast? The strength is truly terrifying. My battle prowess. Get out of my way. The power is truly terrifying. I cannot afford to fight recklessly. The War God physique is not just raw power, it is the ability to push one's body to its absolute limit. Its weak spot, the weakness must be right there. Found it. The gap beneath its throat where the fur meets the hide. This is the moment. So this is the true essence of the War God physique, shattering the boundary between life and death. Come, let us fight to our heart's content. Moving from a fool who only knows how to use brute force to a warrior who can use momentum to break through defenses. Now that is what the War God physique should be. Disciple Xuanyang pays respects to the 5 ancestors. Quan Yongzi, there are no issues within the sect. Why have you come here to disturb our cultivation? Pretending? Keep on pretending. Big brother, try making your coughing sound a little weaker next time. Why has this kid, Xuan Yangzi, come again? Look at the expression on his face. He is probably worried that we old fogies with 1 foot in the grave are going to kick the bucket at any second. Someone hide him. We have already reached the king realm. It is all for the good of the sect. To ensure none of these juniors get ahead of themselves and lose sight of who they are. Not knowing how vast heaven and earth truly are? Exactly, I have already reached the peak of the king realm. I must continue to suppress my aura. I cannot let him discover that our sect must still stay in the shadows and wait for the right moment. The ancestors have poured their lifeblood into this sect. As their disciple, I have come here today because I was fortunate enough to acquire some treasures, and I brought them specifically to show my filial respect to the ancestors. It is a good thing I masked my true cultivation at the peak of the king realm. If I don't, our ancestors might get too excited, and I'm afraid they'll pass away right here on the spot. This is the spirit tea that I, your junior, accidentally received as a gift from a senior. There are also 10 drops of innate spirit essence here. I implore you, honored ancestors, please accept these to nourish your immortal bodies. Could this be the legendary enlightenment tea? And with 10 drops of innate spirit essence on top of that. Exactly which divine being has this Xuanyangzi managed to get close to? Hurry up and take them before he changes his mind. Big brother, you have to think of something. I'm dying of desire just looking at them. Don't be foolish, treasures of this caliber are beyond precious. Our bodies are already withered and worn. It would be a waste to use them, so we should save them for the most gifted disciples in our sect. Ancestors, the growth of our sect depends entirely on your presence, and your well-being is what matters most. Very well, our fifth brother damaged his origin years ago while protecting the foundation of the sect, and his body is the weakest among us, so let him take it first, and consider it a response to your filial piety, as a show of good faith from your eldest brother and the sect master. Then this old man will respectfully accept. Wait, is the fifth ancestor's body really that frail? He can barely even hold on to the treasure. It seems I made the right call today. This aura, the pure life force of his origin, is incredibly potent. Just what kind of divine being is this senior Gu Chang'e? Everything he gives away so casually turns out to be a heaven-defying treasure. Ancestors, this tea is no ordinary item. That senior said that if one has the right affinity, drinking it can lead to a state of sudden enlightenment. Sudden enlightenment? Could it be that legendary state long thought to be extinct? Is this really enlightenment tea? Compose yourselves, everyone. That brat Xuanyangzi is sharp, so don't let him see through us. You truly have a kind heart, don't you? Indeed. Has anything of importance happened within the sect recently? Have the younger disciples been slacking off in their cultivation? Cough, 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 Xuanyangzi. We need to circulate our energy to absorb the medicinal power of the spirit marrow. You should withdraw for now. Yes, yes. My thoughts were not thorough enough. Respected ancestors, here is the remainder of the spirit tea. I shall not disturb you further. Please take good care of your immortal bodies. Set up a formation to isolate the secrets of heaven here. Layer on 3 barriers. Do not let even a single fly enter. Incredible, he has truly achieved enlightenment. It is enlightenment tea, it is truly enlightenment tea. Old fifth, you are truly shameless, daring to hoard it all for yourself. Leave some for me, hurry up and hand it over. It's bad, Yangzi is coming back, lie down quickly. Old fifth, move a little bit at least. Disciple forgot to report something important. Fifth ancestor? Tea dregs. The fifth ancestor is so weak he doesn't even have the strength to brew tea. Could it be that he got too excited earlier and swallowed it all whole? Oh no. The fifth ancestor must be too frail. He couldn't handle the power of the spirit tea, and the energy rushed to his heart, causing him to faint. I will go immediately and invite Gu Chang'e. With his heaven-defying medical skills, he will surely be able to save the ancestor. No, don't go. Sectmaster, absolutely not. This is just a minor matter in our cultivation. How could we? How could we bother the senior? He is a heavenly being. Hurry up and go. I have my own way to wake up old fifth Yangzi. This matter must never be mentioned again. That is an order. Withdraw immediately, but withdraw. That was a close call. We were almost exposed. It's all your fault, you old geezer. You almost got us killed. My enlightenment, my path. Bring the spirit spring water to brew the tea. Yes, yes, yes. My chance has finally arrived. Master, your disciple has returned. You're back, are you? It seems you've had quite a fruitful journey. I did not fail your command. Your disciple fought the Beast King in the mountain range for 3 days and 3 nights, and I have successfully broken through to the middle stage of the Ningdan realm. My god of war physique, a spirit-grade talent, is truly extraordinary. seeking breakthroughs in life or death battles. The growth speed of this kid doesn't bring shame to my name. Very well, go wash up. The stench of blood on you is ruining the aroma of my tea. Understood, Master. Master, you stay on this mountain all the time. Has your cultivation been stagnating? I am already at the middle stage of the Ningdan realm, and I wonder what realm you are at now, Master. The early stage of the Ningdan realm? How could that be? Master's cultivation is actually one small stage lower than mine. So that's how it is. Master must have suppressed your own cultivation to guide me, delaying your own progress. It seems I was too inconsiderate in the past. From now on, it is my turn to protect you, Master. I can also urge you to practice, and I can even spar with you so you can feel a bit of pressure. Master, I gained quite a lot during this training trip, and I would like to ask for some guidance. Oh, and what kind of guidance are you looking for? Your disciple would like to spar with you. Please rest assured, I will hold back. Very well, let's do it right here in the courtyard to avoid you damaging the other mountains. Master, please forgive my offense. So fast. How annoying, that's quite some strength. What a pity. You're too slow. Master, you are clearly also using the power of the middle stage of the Ningdan realm. Why is this? It is merely the foundation. You have a mountain of gold in your hands, yet you don't know how to use it. Every one of your attacks is filled with openings. Real combat is a combination of power, timing, and state of mind. You are still far from enough. I truly was a frog in a well, blinded by my own limited view of your cultivation, Master. That is not something I can easily fathom. Master, I was wrong. I was arrogant and blinded by my own ego, but now that you have reprimanded me, I realize that it is never too late to repent. I have been watching your progress closely, and you have done well. However, because you possess the war god body, ordinary techniques cannot even unleash a 10,000th of your true potential. Today I shall impart to you a supreme combat technique known as the 9 forms of war heaven. Practice diligently to fully awaken the power hidden within your constitution. Once you have mastered the first form, come back and challenge me again. Many thanks to you, Master, for imparting this technique. I will surely not fail your expectations. Checking in was a success, and gaining 5,000 years of cultivation, plus this heaven and earth Xuanhuang Linglong pagoda is not too bad at all. As for this supreme grade imperial spirit vein buried beneath the Forbidden Palace, it should be enough to improve the slumbering environment of our ancestors and elevate the spiritual energy of the Qingxuan sect to a new level. And as for that vacant Kangyun secret realm, it is time to open it up so the juniors in the sect can use it for their cultivation trials. To think that such schemes are being plotted right under my nose. The Burning Heaven Palace and the Myriad Laws Pavilion are truly overstepping their bounds. They even dare to collude with some of the elders within my own sect. They have clearly been blinded by their comfortable lives for far too long. It is high time we cleaned out these pests once and for all. Sect Master, is this information verified? That old bastard from the Burning Heaven Palace, does Yan Kengyun really intend to come to our Qingxuan sect? The information is 100% certain. However, he is quite clever, knowing to use the Breaking Formation sect as a vanguard to probe us first. He is probing us because he wants to see the reaction of the Breaking Formation sect, especially regarding how they handle the Elder's intervention from last time, and by doing so he hopes to gauge our true strength and weaknesses. Does he really think our Qingxuan sect is some kind of soft persimmon that he can squeeze whenever he wants? Since he wants to play games, let us play along with him. For now, we will let the Breaking Formation sect take the hit for us and serve as our shield. Excellent, let them be the ones to suffer the headache. If he finishes his scouting and is still foolish enough to ignore his own survival by coming to our Qingxuan sect, I would not mind giving him a taste of what it feels like to be beaten 4 times a day. That is not a bad idea. But it is still a bit too passive. Since they want to watch a show, I might as well set up a stage to make this drama even more entertaining. This is getting interesting. Not only is Yan Kongyun from the Burning Heaven Palace here, but Mo Lingzi from the Myriad Laws Pavilion is also sneaking along behind him. Are they both trying to play the mantis, stalking the cicada? Since everyone is already here, let's stop standing around and get started. In this murky water, let's see who really has the upper hand. Huangdong was once the greatest formation sect in Xuanzhou, but now they can't even maintain their own mountain guarding array. It seems they truly have fallen into decline. What is Mo Lingzi doing sneaking around here? Could it be that he wants to collude with this formation-breaking sect to scheme against my Fen Tian palace? Don't go around slandering people. Yan Xiangyan, do you take me for a blind man? The instability in this formation-breaking sect's main array is clearly a signal meant for you. You are the one with the devious heart, trying to ally with them to deal with my Wanfa pavilion. You traitor, you really are the type to shout stop thief while being the one stealing. I see that today is the day you came to finalize the deal, so stop your nonsense. I'll capture you and interrogate you later. You wretched old man, do you think I'm afraid of you? Mo Lingzi, how dare you hurt me? Watch as I burn that long beard of yours to a crisp. My beard. Hey, have you heard the news? The great elders of Fentian Palace and Wanfa Pavilion are currently fighting right at the gate of the formation-breaking sect. They're actually fighting? Why on earth would they do that? What else could it be? Both of them suspect that the other is colluding with the formation-breaking sect to plot against them. What was the outcome? Things fell apart quickly. They've already leveled the scripture library and the alchemy chamber of the formation-breaking sect. The mountain guarding array was also hacked to pieces. I heard that Xiangyan coughed up 3 liters of blood and nearly lost his life right there. As for Mo Lingzi, his most precious white beard was half scorched, and he went absolutely mad on the spot. Xiangyan and Mo Lingzi, 2 old fogies who have lived for over 1,000 years, have finally become the perfect pawns in my hand. Since you two love watching the show so much, today I'll let you take center stage and perform a spectacular play of dogs biting dogs. Elder Mo, that Lihuo Jingjin mineral vein belonging to Fentian Palace, is essentially their lifeblood and is guarded with extreme. Sectmaster Tran, rest assured, this old man has successfully obtained the defensive layout map of the Burning Heaven Palace. As long as you and I coordinate our attacks from the inside and outside, the yield from their mineral vein will eventually be ours. You want to split it 3-7? Or are you, Mo Lingzi and Tranthiat's son, daring to covet the foundation of my Burning Heaven Palace? You are courting death. This is the formation layout map of the 10,000 Laws Pavilion's Great Protective Array, which Sectmaster Tran spent so much effort to acquire. Once this old man lights a fire and burns their scripture library to the ground, let's see what they have left to claim the title of the #1 formation sect in Xuanzhou. Viam Tungvun, you despicable, shameless old man, you actually want to destroy the 10,000-year foundation of my 10,000 Laws Pavilion. Mo Lingzi, so you were here after all. Viam Tungvun, you traitor, you have finally shown your true colors. Enough with the nonsense. I saw with my own eyes that you and Tranthiat's son were plotting to seize my sect's mineral vein, so today I will destroy your ally's lair first. You wretched old man, how dare you? Two great elders, why is this happening? What exactly did our formation sect do wrong? Tranthiat's son, you still have the nerve to ask? You conspired with the 10,000 Laws Pavilion to plot against my Burning Heaven Palace. Today is just a small lesson for you. You ungrateful traitor, my 10,000 Laws Pavilion will absolutely not let you off the hook. The hard work of our sectmaster was ruined in an instant. If we do not avenge this grudge, we are no longer human. With what can we take revenge? With what, indeed? The Burning Heaven Palace and the 10,000 Laws Pavilion have gone too far. This old man will personally go to their doorstep to demand justice. The old ancestor was so enraged that he has entered a death seclusion again. Report to the sectmaster, big joyous news. What is the meaning of this panic? The formation sect has been destroyed. The great elders of the Burning Heaven Palace and the 10,000 Laws Pavilion fought right inside their sect grounds. The scripture library and the alchemy rooms were all destroyed, and their great protective array has been shattered to pieces. Excellent, they deserved it. Who told them to dare to steal our spirit herbs last time? Retribution, the cycle of heaven, is truly fair. Sectmaster, this whole situation is far too strange. It is indeed suspicious. Perhaps, but everything in this world is governed by fate. The Fajan sect acts with such arrogance, meeting this disaster today is likely the will of the heavens. Master's laughter sounds strange. Could it be that his cultivation went wrong and he suffered a chi deviation? Master, you're laughing. Are you alright? Or have you hit a bottleneck in your training? Or perhaps you are troubled by something. You shouldn't keep things to yourself and let your mind wander like that. My goodness, then why are you sitting there laughing to yourself in a daze? Your disciple is getting worried. I was just thinking about something interesting. Alright, you have made some progress with the 9 sky battle styles, but your foundation isn't stable yet. Go and practice it another 100 times. I understand, Master must have seen my rapid progress and my extraordinary talent. That's why he was so happy and laughed out loud. That's right, it must be that. He just didn't say it out loud. He must be very proud in his heart to have a disciple like me. Reporting to the pavilion master, those barbarians from the Burning Heaven Palace have gone too far. They colluded with the Fajan sect to set up an ambush and launch a sneak attack on us. We have suffered heavy casualties. How dare the Burning Heaven Palace and the Fajan sect think that our Myriad Arts Pavilion is a place they can push around? Pavilion Master, we must make them pay in blood for this. Pass on my order. From this moment forward, the Myriad Arts Pavilion is entering a state of combat readiness. All disciples are prohibited from leaving. Elder Jiang, assemble the forces. I will personally go and settle this debt myself. Palace Master, those hypocrites from the Myriad Arts Pavilion are colluding with the Fajan sect. They caused the Burning Heaven Palace to lose several experts. If we don't avenge this grudge, where will our dignity be left? The Myriad Arts Pavilion again, do they think there is no one left in our palace? I originally intended to settle old scores during the 7 sects competition, but if they are so eager to seek death, I will grant their wish. Issue the order, Palace Master, please give your command. Wake up the 3 supreme elders sleeping in the earth fire cave, and open the forbidden grounds. For this battle, the use of the Brahma Heaven art is authorized. Spare no cost, I want the Myriad Arts Pavilion and the Fajan sect wiped off the map of Xuanzhou. How am I supposed to explain this? I am the most miserable one here. My sect has been completely wrecked by you people. Heavens, who exactly have I offended? Chang'e. Great news, wonderful news. Sect Master, what could possibly be so happy? Don't you know yet? Right now, the entire Xuan province is in absolute chaos. The Fentian Palace and the Wanfa Pavilion have completely torn off the masks of friendship, each accusing the other of colluding with the array-breaking sect to launch an ambush. Now both sides are gathering their forces and an all-out war could erupt at any moment. The sect master of the array-breaking sect is practically crying his eyes out. But I heard from the senior brothers who returned that the two of them were fighting each other right at the array-breaking sect, so how did it end up like this? Haha, you still don't understand how this works. Little Rubai, in this world of cultivation, does the truth ever really matter? What matters is what they choose to believe. Haha, how interesting. Truly fascinating. Sect Master, let's put the affairs of Xuan Province aside for a moment. I have a small item here that might be of use to our sect. This item is called the soul-detecting jade pendant. It can distinguish the disloyal and those with malicious hearts, those who harbor ulterior motives against our sect. When the jade pendant approaches their body, it will emit a dark, ominous aura. Conversely, those who are truly loyal will be shielded by a golden light. Soul-detecting jade pendant, this is the legendary ancient treasure from the tales of the past century. I have waited for such an opportunity for over 100 years. There have long been traitors hiding within our sect, but I have struggled because I lacked the evidence to root them out completely. With this item, our Qingxuan sect will finally be able to embrace true peace. Chang'e, the entire Qingxuan sect, will remember this debt of gratitude. Rest assured, I will handle this matter with the utmost discretion, making sure not to cause any unnecessary turmoil within the sect. You are too kind, Sect Master. I will head down the mountain and begin the investigation starting with the elders. Oh, and Chang'e, how should we deal with the moles once they are discovered? Sect Master, you are the leader of the Qingxuan sect. That is a decision for you to make. A storm is brewing, and it is finally time for this Xuan province to see what the true power of Qingxuan